Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about a big surprise in the overseas market. Chinese brands are breaking into Southeast Asia and achieving explosive growth of 10x to even 100x in just 6 months. No longer relying on cost performance to compete, they're winning big with appearance value. Now the overseas track is extremely competitive and it's hard for Chinese brands to stand out. But two brands have found the key to breaking through in Southeast Asia. Digital brand Naodong Fan and makeup brand Ondine. With aesthetic economy, they achieved a breakthrough from cold start to explosive growth on Lazada, a Southeast Asian e-commerce platform driven by brands, in just half a year. Some might ask, haven't Chinese products always relied on cost performance for overseas expansion? Wrong. The Southeast Asian market has completely changed. Today, we'll break down the counterattack stories of these two brands and see how they conquered Southeast Asia with appearance value. First, the first key change. Chinese brands going overseas have shifted from competing on low prices to competing on appearance value. In the past, Chinese products going overseas almost all relied on extreme cost performance, competing on who is cheaper and has better parameters. But in Southeast Asia, with the rise of young middle to high income groups, consumers are no longer satisfied with these. They are more willing to pay for products that are beautiful, personalized, and can show their own style. This change has happened simultaneously in two seemingly unrelated fields, digital products and beauty. First, let's look at the digital brand Naodong Fan, which accurately sees this trend. Its star product, the little rice ball power bank, completely broke the square and rigid design of traditional power banks, adopting a triangular shape and DIY wholly protective case. What was originally a tool for charging has suddenly become a fashionable accessory for young people to take out, beautiful and fun, who wouldn't love it? Then there's the beauty brand Ondine, which is even smarter. Instead of being a cheap alternative to big brands, it became popular through IP collaborations. Cooperating with popular IPs, such as Tomy and Siam Lip, it turned makeup into a carrier for young people to express their personality. Its high saturation color strategy and interesting product design accurately hit the psychology of young Vietnamese people, pursuing self-expression, making it an instant hit. However, selling Chinese aesthetics overseas is not plain sailing. Behind this, there is also a dislocation competition of aesthetics, from acclimatization to precision seating. They stepped on pitfalls and found the right path. Naodong Fan did not target Southeast Asia at first. Instead, it tried to enter the European and American markets with a high premium strategy, but after a year and a half of investment, it completely suffered from acclimatization. The person in charge admitted that the unique designs they thought were great did not impress European and American consumers. After reviewing, the team resolutely adjusted their strategy and turned their attention to Southeast Asia, where the culture is close to China and the aesthetics are similar. Isn't this the best target market? The turning point came. With the help of Lazada's Tmall one-click Lite overseas project, they avoided the cumbersome process of opening overseas stores and directly copied their Tmall store to Lazada, quickly completing the strategic shift. With Lazada's help, they collaborated with local KOLs to plant grass and soon established brand awareness in Malaysia. During the March promotion, their sales in Malaysia reached nearly $60,000 in 2 days, and now cross-border orders have achieved a 10x growth. Ondine's overseas journey better illustrates how important localization is, through research and communication with Lazada's operation team. The team found that Vietnamese consumers particularly prefer high saturation, more pigmented makeup. The popular light pink in China is not popular locally at all, so the team quickly adjusted, changing the color to wild rose pink, which is more in line with local aesthetics, and launched products specifically to solve local contouring pain points. This move was immediately effective. Ondine achieved a breakthrough from cold start to explosion in just 6 months, with sales soaring 100x. During the March promotion, its sales in Vietnam alone exceeded $300,000, and its liquid contour product even topped the local rankings. Amazing. Speaking of which, we have to mention the secret helper behind this, Lazada, which made it possible for Chinese brands to go overseas with light assets. Both Naodong Fan and Ondine have Tmall stores. With Lazada's Tmall one-click Lite overseas, they saved all the cumbersome overseas store opening and operation work, which is equivalent to directly copying the mature domestic store model to Southeast Asia, saving time and effort. More importantly, Lazada not only helps them how to sell, but also solves the problem of who to sell to. The platform connects local KOLs and live streaming agencies to help brands plant grass inside and outside the platform, establish emotional connections with local consumers, and turn product strength into brand strength. As a Lazada person in charge said, for products with personality and distinct brand awareness, seeding is the key to seizing the consumption trend in Southeast Asia. To sum up, in the current overseas track, cost performance is no longer the only trump card. In Southeast Asia, aesthetic economy is becoming a new blue ocean. With the growing number of middle to high income groups in the region, Chinese merchants with differentiated designs and brand strength are ushering in the best era for going overseas. From Naodong Fan's 10x explosion to Ondine's 100x explosion, we can see that Chinese brands going overseas have upgraded from selling products to selling aesthetics and selling brands. In the future, more Chinese brands will shine in Southeast Asia and the global market. Okay, that's it for today's content. Which other Chinese brands do you think can break into overseas markets with appearance value? Tell me your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.